Hello, my algebra students that are home sick right now. I'm so sorry that you're homesick, but I'm going to go ahead and make this video so that you know what's going on. Okay? So we're at 1-3, solving equations by multiplying or dividing. So in our first example, we're going to be solving using our inverse operation. Right here, because k is divided by 5, in order to solve for it, we use the inverse or opposite, which is multiplying. So we'd multiply both sides by 5, solving for k, and we want to write it so that k equals 20, not 20 equals k. We're not solving for 20. But first I'm going to go ahead and check it over here. You don't need to write down the checks. I'm just doing that so you can see what it is. So it's true, it works, so I know that k equals 20. On our second example, I have -3 equals x divided by 6. Because I need to isolate x, make it go by itself, I need to get rid of that 6. Because it's divided by 6, I use the inverse operation of multiplying. So I multiply both sides by 6, and I get x equals -18. And I get -18 because a positive times a negative is a negative. Go ahead and try this one and see how you do. All right, so let's see. You should have multiplied both sides by 5, getting p equals 50. We have 2 U tries. Go ahead and pause the video here and give them a whirl. Okay, go ahead and check your work. You should have gotten p equals -32, and c equals 12. Now let's look at solving by division. Obviously, we're going to be solving by division because these must be multiplications that have to be inverse by dividing. So we have 7 times x. That's multiplication. In order to solve for it, I use my inverse operation, dividing off the 7 from both sides to isolate x, and I get x equals 8. I can check that, and of course 7 times 8 is 56, so I know this is the correct answer. On this one, I go ahead and divide off the -2, and I get w equals -7. I can check that. I know it's right, and I write it correctly, solving for the w. Sorry, oops, didn't mean to push that. On this one, I'm going to divide off the 4, solving for s, getting s is 6. Go ahead and do this you try. Pause the video here, and then see how you did. Okay, you should have gotten k is 2, and d is -4. Now let's look at some fractions. We need to keep in mind that to solve by dividing fractions, when I divide fractions, I multiply by the reciprocal. Or I can do this thing, like if I have, 1/2 divided by 3/4. We have this thing called keep, change, flip. I keep the first fraction, I change the sign to multiplication, and I flip the second. And now I can go ahead and multiply. And I get 4, 6, multiplying straight across. And I can reduce that, dividing each by 2, to get 2/3. Now, of course, I could have instead canceled, saying 2 goes into 2 once and 2 goes into 4 twice. And I would have gotten my shortcut of getting 2/3 faster. All to say that when you multiply by, when you divide a fraction, you multiply by the reciprocal or the reflipical. So on letter A, we're going to go ahead and multiply both sides by 3/2 because that would be dividing off 2/3 by multiplying by the reciprocal. So I would get 18 over 2, which is 9, or I could have cross-canceled and gotten it sooner. I could check that and make sure I get it right. I can remind you how to cross-cancel this. I'd look across at 6 and 2, and I'd reduce by 2, getting 3 over 1 and 3 over 1, and that would be 9. Sorry, there's some extra notes we do in class. And when you get back, I can go through any of those that you might have a question on. All right, on letter B, I need to divide off the negative 1/3. So to divide a negative 1/3, I multiply by negative 3. Because when I divide fractions, I multiply by the reflipical, right? I need to flip it. And then I simply multiply and I get 12. Because negative 3 times negative 4 is a positive 12. Go ahead and do this. You try. Pause the video here. And don't forget, if you bought the app on the iPad, it also has encrypted videos and the lessons. Go ahead and check your work. You should have gotten 9 and negative 5. Our homework for tonight is going to be 1-3 in the textbook, every third for 3 through 36. And every third just means 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, and 36. I hope you're feeling better soon. Keep me updated. Bye.